West Kingston Youth Forum at Tivoli Gardens High School with your Member of Parliament, Desmond McKenzie. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by West Kingston Constituency Office.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
This is a public advisory. On Sunday, February 9, 2025, the Mayor's Parlor will be aired from 12:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. We do apologize for any inconvenience caused.
Tune in to Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Stay ahead of the curve with our cutting-edge reporting and accurate breaking news coverage.
We are having an earthquake. Oh, God.
Hear it here first on Nationwide 90 FM. Tune in, turn up the volume, and listen. We bring a mix of news, entertainment, and sports to your lives.
Nationwide 90 FM's live and continuous coverage of the World Championships in Budapest, Hungary.
News and discussions week mornings.
Coming up in the news at 6 for this morning.
Entertainment in the afternoons, then news again in the evenings.
Nationwide news at this hour, fired.
Also, tune in to the entertainment and sports shows in the nights and on the weekends.
It is Boy Things After Dark right here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Everything is news, from current affairs and entertainment to sports, business, and other categories.
Nationwide 90 FM. This is Beanie Man. Give it to them. Zaga, Zen.
From every whisper to every commotion.
That's rubbish. The KSAMC cannot investigate itself.
Every news story unfolds here first at Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Every sound is a story, and every story we share is news.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water.
Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm whining. I'ma be in a dangerous mood, can you match my timing? Telling me that you really about it, what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set off my whole body. If I give you my time, can you snatch my soul from me? I don't wanna wait. Don't take it, take me where I ain't been before. Can you blow my mind?
Welcome to the Design Studio with me, your design diva, Karen Booker. So, as you know, we're still your go-to for all things interior design, but now we're taking it up a notch. So yes, fabulous listeners, it's your girl, Karen Booker, and you're tuned into, again, the Design Studio. So get ready with a dose of inspiration, lifestyle tips, and a splash of color to brighten up your space and your life. Yeah, so if you're passionate about living beautifully inside and out, you've come to the right place. So good morning, good morning, good morning. Or no, it's good morning somewhere else, but it's good afternoon where we are. It's now 1 o'clock, right? Oh my God, get with it, Karen, get with it. So if you're new in our space, you know where this is. This is your Saturday afternoon where all things ripe and all things beautiful will be yours in terms of lifestyle and interior design. So if you haven't yet gone over to the Google Play Store, I want you to go over there right now, where you will download the Nationwide 90 FM Live 2 app, and then do what? You're going to subscribe. You're going to join our show. Yes, you are, because now is the time when you'll be really able to join us. Let us know what you think. And for everybody who's on YouTube right now, welcome to you. Welcome, 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 welcome to another Saturday afternoon where you will get a chance to what? Host the show with me. So coming on up in the show this week, and you know, every single week we have a jam-packed show, a show that is lively, a show that is wonderful, a show that will inspire you and motivate you and get you off your bums and do some stuff, right? So this week we have cleaning and organizing, right? And it is how to make your home smell amazing. Yes, and in Design Lab, I know this topic right now is something that is up for debate. Some people are up for Valentine's Day and some people kind of burn out Valentine's Day. But if you're up for it, this is the show for you, because we're going to show you how to make Valentine's love arrangements. And let me just tell you something. Valentine's Day can be for you too. For us ladies, we could call it our Galentine's Day, GAL. Yeah, because we have to love on ourselves. We don't need a partner to love on. We can love on ourselves all over again and again and again. And what would Karen do? We have let me tell you something, you know, we're living in these dwellings now where we have multi-generational folks, right? We have grandmother living in, we have mother, we have children and so on. So we have to learn how to coexist. Yes, so we're going to delve into that today. And if you have any additional design questions, please, may I beg you, send them into 876-280-6629. Now, in the interior design, we have bathroom upgrades, small changes with big, big, big impact. And you know, because all our way broke from Christmas, so therefore, yeah, if we want to just implement some small changes and things, this is the show for you. Now, home tour. We are still on the Valentine's kick, and we are going to be creating a space. Yeah, and creating that mood for Valentine's. Yes, because we're all loving on ourselves and we're loving on our partners, and this is just the time for it. So, you know, don't put it out yet. You know what I'm saying? Just take a look, be inspired. All right. Now in Thrive 360, remember last week we had the esteemed Dr. Patrice Charles King, our counseling psychologist, on board with us, and we talked about menopause. We kind of brushed on andropause, which is the male menopause. But I feel, and we felt that we really didn't do it justice, because a lot of us just don't know much about andropause, and we are here to let you know what's going on, especially when your guy gets a little older and him kind of gets a little weird and like, what's wrong with him? Yeah, it could be andropause. So stick and stay with us, and next time you hear me, we will be into cleaning and organizing your space, where we're going to make your space smell good.
Set off my whole body, whole body.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water.
Shop at Cameron Industries Limited for all your countertops, cabinets, tiles, and hardware supplies. Telephone 876-963-0628. The time by Cameron Industries Limited, manufacturing state-of-the-art equipment, is
1:13 p.m.
Do you
Outperform, outlast. With top performance. Jackhammer. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Fan select tools, free parts and free repairs. Free parts, free repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Looking for unique furnishings for your home or apartment? Modern Woodcraft offers custom-built pieces for your bedroom, living and dining room, and entrance tables. Choose your preferred color or supply your own fabric for a personalized touch. We also build custom kitchen and bathroom cupboards as well as house doors. Visit us at our new location, 88 Malines Road, Kingston 10, opposite Sundown Crescent. Call 876-620-7460 or 876-565-2162. Modern Woodcraft, making your home look better for less.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Your home smell amazing. We want to make your home smell amazing. We really do. So beautiful people, this is the topic for you, because sometimes, you know what I love? When I walk into my home and it just smells great. You know what I mean? It just smells like, it's just welcoming and beautiful and nice. I love that, right? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to give you a few little tips as to how to achieve that, because your house must always smell good. The first one, essential oils. Have you been using essential oils? Do you know what essential oils are? Yeah? Those are the little oils that make candles and make the space really, really smell really good. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Andre Brown says people need to start from having clean linens in their home. I totally agree. With that, Andre. I have nothing there, but clean is using essential oils. That is one thing. That can, as a matter of fact, you can even add it to your linens, just a little drops, and you'd use that little medicine dropper. So add a few drops of your favorite essential oils to a diffuser, cotton balls, or even your air filters for a lasting scent. All right. I'm going to give you this recipe right now that I am telling you it is going to work, and it will make your place smell nice. The simmer pot recipe. Now, you don't need a simmer pot. You just need a pot that you don't usually use on the regular, right? And this is now the pot that you're going to use when it is that you want the place smell good. All right, here it is. In a boiling pot of water, you're going to put cinnamon sticks. All these things you can find in the grocery store. I kid you not. Cinnamon sticks, citrus peels. Yes, when you peel the orange, you're going to drop it in there. Okay? All right. Cloves. Everybody has cloves. You just had Christmas the other day. You have cloves. Vanilla extract. You had Christmas the other day. You baked. We still have some more vanilla extract, right? And I just boil it. I may tell you, oh my God, Almighty. It's a stairway to heaven. That's all I have to say to you. It is the stairway to heaven. I love it. All right. How about investing in some scented candles? Okay. And the thing is for these, it is, and everybody's making scented candles now. But the thing is, you have to invest in like some high quality candles, because I do know some of them don't burn right and them burn all kind of way and whatnot. But if you use like some really great smelling but high quality candles, they will do the job. Yes. Okay. How about baking something sweet? Yeah. You know what that is. You just baked your Christmas cakes, right? You did. Exactly. And the whole house smell up for the whole hours and hours and hours. It smell good. Exactly. So that's it. Just if you bake something sweet, your house will smell nice. Okay. How about fresh flowers? You know what is nice? Most of us have these foyers in our home, right? Yeah, you do. You know exactly. Yeah, that entry space when you walk in before you get to the living room. Yeah. If you put fresh flowers there, Some aromatic fresh flowers like lavender, for instance. Yes, while they might not, smell up the whole house, is right when you walk in that place right there, so you're gonna smell nice, right? Okay. Room sprays, and I know what you're gonna say, like, okay, bad for the environment with all that, yeah, I get it, but they work. They work. And I would, they work sometimes. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give you the DIY version of the room spray. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go and you're going to get one of those little bottles that, have the spray attachment to it. You're going to mix some water, witch hazel. And witch hazel is also good for toning your skin, right? And closing those pores. And then the same essential oils that we're talking about, you're going to get that as well. Okay. And then you're just going to put it in, just mix it up in the bottle, and yes, you spray everything with that. And as a matter of fact, you see, like your sofas, if your sofas is leather, if it's fabric, you can spray it there and it will give you a lasting scent. All right, how about if you have carpets and rugs? Now, we don't necessarily have a lot of carpets in Jamaica. We have carpets overseas, right, for, of course, the cold months, but we have a lot of rugs. And sometimes if we don't clean those rugs, as Andre said, clean up the place first, they might give off a little bit of an odor. So after you clean them, you can sprinkle some baking soda mixed with a few drops of what? Yes, you see, today is all about essential oils. Over the rugs, you're going to let it sit for a minute, and then you're going to do what? Vacuum it up, and then you got it. Yeah. How about your upholstery now and your linens? It's the same thing. I just want to get into it again. Spray your fabric with the same kind of diluted essential oils and witch hazel on the couches, your curtains, and your bedding. I don't know if we still have like cigarette smokers around. But back in the day, that was a thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets into everything, and you walk in and it's like, oh my God. Now we have hookah. Which isn't too bad, but you pick your poison. Dryer sheets. Most of us now have dryers in their homes. I shouldn't say most, a lot of us have dryers in our homes, right? So you can use those dryer sheets and you put them in hidden spots, and you can even tuck them in your closets or in your drawers. And behind furniture to maintain your freshness. The thing about it is, though, you have to change them very, very regularly. But dryer sheets are relatively inexpensive. So yes, Marvelous Marvin says, yes, Karen, bakings makes the house smell really nice. All outside is true. Andre says, pet care is also essential. Cat litters need to be cleaned on the regular. I don't have anything to say about that. Mr. Andre said it all. He certainly did. You know what is the next thing that can smell up your space? Unlike your closet and those things? Shoes. Yes! Keep your shoes and your laundry fresh. Store baking soda sachets or charcoal deodorizers in shoes and laundry hampers. You're absolutely correct. Oh my goodness, look at this. Andrea Henry is wishing me a happy birthday. Hey guys, let me just, in the middle of my segment, I celebrated a birthday, because February is the best month of the year. That's right. We have Black History Month. We have Karen Booker. We have Dennis Brown. We have Reggae Month, Valentine's Day, and it just goes on and on. All righty. Okay. All right. So the next thing, make DIY wax melts. Now, you're going to melt beeswax for a few drops, and then with a few drops of what again? Essential oils, and pour them into molds for a long-lasting home fragrance. Now, what are wax melts? Wax, just regular wax, candle wax, right? You're going to melt it first in like a double boiler, right? Put a few drops of essential oils in them, okay? Put it in like an ice mold. Exactly. And then now you light them in a simmer pot, and I'm telling you, yes, that again is another stairway to heaven. Very, very nice. Reed diffusers. You know those reed diffusers, right? Again, essential oils. You put the reed, like little bamboo reeds, right? And then here's how you use them. You have to turn. So every day you go in there, like 6 of them in a little bottle, and then you turn them over every day, or if you want, every 8 hours or so, you turn them. And then it's perfect for a closet, perfect for a powder room, perfect for a bathroom. Perfect. Okay. We're gonna step on some toes right here. So maintain a clean kitchen. If your kitchen don't clean, and if your garbage is not emptied on the regular, and you don't have to wait until it is overflowing to empty it, it not gonna smell too fresh, You understand? So here's the thing now. If you regularly wipe down the surfaces with lemon or vinegar-based cleaners, that can eliminate your food smell. Also, did you know that the garbage can must clean? Yes, each time you empty the garbage, my darlings, what you can do is put a solution of mild bleach and of course, dishwashing liquid, wash it out, and here you go again. It's garbage. Garbage smell bad. And if you don't clean the garbage receptacle over and over, we might have a little bit of problem, don't it? Okay. Very, 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 very obvious. Now open up the windows now. Sometimes we're living in these spaces, especially for all these people who love to fry up every single day, right? I'm not talking about, bake something sweet for this place to smell nice, but the fried food every single day will not only clog up your arteries, it will clog up your nostrils. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's just like, and it gets in your clothes and it gets there. So here's the thing, open the window. If you must fry, open up the windows, open up the doors, you know what I'm saying? And let that smell out because it makes the air so very thick. Here is this one now, coffee beans. You can simmer coffee beans. Yeah, man, you can go to the supermarket, you can buy some coffee beans, and you can, just like how I gave you that recipe a while ago for, with the cloves and the vanilla. And what else? The cinnamon? Yes, you can do the same, but don't mix them, please. That recipe is that recipe. Coffee beans is this recipe. Also, don't do it. Don't mix it. Okay, fine. And then you can just simmer some coffee beans. Hey, let me tell you something, man. You see, sometimes when you go into the coffee shop and you have that aroma of coffee and you're like, oh my God, it's the same thing. All right. How about in your car? Keep a scented sachet in your car. This ensures that your car really smells amazing all the time. Yes, and then you can transfer that freshness when you enter your home. Yes. Lots and lots of people in the chat. I see David, I see SH, I see Marvelous Marvin, I see Andrea. And if I have not mentioned your name right now, I will mention it in a few minutes. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, people. So we have now, it's still the beginning of the year. Right up to March, we should get it right in terms of, cleaning up, decluttering, and of course, making the space smell nice all the time. So I've given you some pointers and I want you to just stick with it for the rest of the year. It's just simple as that because, in school, this is Lifestyle University 101. You're getting these tips every single week. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
Outperform, outlast, with top performance, Chakama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Pan select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-6111-4. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Nationwide 90 FM will be at 100 Hope Road for their Super Bowl watch party. Come out and watch the Super Bowl with us on a massive HD screen. $2,500 entry with a beer bucket deal or a queue of Jack Daniels plus chaser. Representing your NFL team's colors at 100 Hope Road with your family, friends, and co-workers. Take a picture or video of yourself enjoying the vibes and excitement at 100 Hope Road. Tune in to our YouTube channel at Nationwide Live 2 at 6:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 9, as our panelists come to you live from 100 Hope Road. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. This broadcast is brought to you by AnyBet, your best bet.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Welcome to you, and if you are over our very robust YouTube channel, Nationwide 90 FM Live 2, well, welcome to you, and thank you so very much for joining in. So, you know what? Valentine's Day is upon us, you know. It really is. It's next weekend, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Friday. Yeah. So, you know, every year, we the girls, we just love to be treated nice, and we just love to be treated special and all these things. But if it is that you do not have a partner at this time, and you are in that period of growth and reflection and forgiving yourself for staying in situations that you kind of stayed too long in, it's okay. You treat yourself good. All you have to do, forgive yourself and move on. You understand what I'm saying? And that is how we do this. So coming up now, we are going to witness these Valentine's Day love arrangements for if it is that you have a partner. However, if it is you don't have a partner, you can make them for yourselves. Did you know that? Yeah, you can. Alrighty, stay tuned. Look what we have for you. And then thank me later.
And I know, I still fall for you. Love like a riddle, yeah. Give me the clues how to riddle. Oh, wow, laugh just a little, yeah. Life's pretty sweet, can't be bitchy. Tell me love her to the morning, nah, nah, nah. Love her to the nighttime, nah, nah, nah. I don't get nobody, yeah. If you give me body, I won't tell nobody, yeah. Valley girl, she wears clothes, so now she want me, tell me.
Design Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Hello there, and welcome to this week's Design Lab. And you know what we're doing this week? We are making all kinds of love arrangements. So this arrangement here is going to be a centerpiece, and all you need is a vase, cylindrical vase. You need water beads. These are what I call mustard seed faith. Yes, I'm going to tell you exactly what they do in a minute. You're going to need some pearls. If you have beads and the beads are all dismantled like the ones I wear, and them pop every now and again when they get old, pick them up. You can use them in one of these centerpieces. If not, then you can go to your craft store and get some beads, right? You're going to need a floating candle, and of course, fairy lights, and fairy lights just change the game. All right, here we go. So water beads, let me just show you something. This is how small they are. They're like mustard seeds, mustard seed faith. This is what it is. So here it is. I'm just going to put them in here. The magic about water beads is, you're just going to put a very little. They expand 1,000%. It is the craziest thing. So I'm just going to put the water in this vase here, and I'm just going to let it sit for, give them about 10 minutes, and they will start to expand. If you can see, right, they've already started to expand. Look at that. They're already, it takes up the weight and it just blows up. And then they look like this. So this is what it looks like. See that? Here is it. You control how much they swell. The more water you put in is the more they swell. So you control where you want them to stop or where you want them to just, it's like the little porridge that could, that story about the porridge pot? Yeah, and it just kept going and going and going. This is what this is. All right, cool. So remember I told you about these beads, right? So all you have to do now is, see the bead? You're going to put them in. Put some gloves. If you have a nice manicure, put on some gloves. You got to keep it cute. You know what I mean? Remember, it is a season of love. So if you have the manicure already, you just might want to protect it. So there it is. That's all you have to do. Just take the beads, throw them in, and just separate them. And what it's going to look like they're just suspended in water. It is the most beautiful thing. See that? All the way down. If you want, you know what? I think I have some diamonds. I can put diamonds in there too. Fake diamonds, of course. All right, so what we've done here is fill the glass with water, of course, I told you that the water beads will rise to the occasion. So wherever you stop the water is where they will stop. So you control that. Then I took beads, any kind of beads, pearls that you can find around your home from busted necklaces, and just put them in. What will happen is they will suspend, because even though you don't see the beads in the water, they're there. So they hold it. So it really looks like these pearls are just suspended. So here's the thing now, I have my fairy lights, and you know the fairy lights change the game. They just change the game with everything. They give personality. They are just the best thing since sliced bread, right? You just push them in because guess what? They are not afraid of water. Okay, let's just test how that looks. There you go. And then the last thing now are floating candles, and they're water activated. You don't have to turn them on. As soon as it touches water, it'll come on. There you go. You can just put 2 in there. And that now is your centerpiece. Yes, put a little bear next to it. It sell off. You're good. All right. Okay. That's it. What's Valentine's night without a gift for your boo, which is really a gift for yourself? You understand me? So when he unwraps the gift, of course, you have some things in there for you too. You understand what I'm saying? But of course, guess what? It's the thought that counts. Here's the thing now. You're going to be making a basket. I'm not knocking food out of anybody's mouth. These baskets that you see on the roadside, they are really wonderful and great. They're nice. But I'm saying you can do it too. So the container is the thing. Right? The most important thing is the container. You can use any container. You can use this. You can use this. What I'm thinking of, the container that you use is something that you can reuse, that you gift to the environment. You understand what I'm saying? The gift that keeps giving. All right. So here's what you need. You need a container. You need some of this, like the shredded grass, you know, the basket fillers. Yes, if you don't have that, then you can use cellophane, you know, those sheets of cellophane that you can just, you know, crumple up, as long as it gives the basket some height. So when you put the things in, your items in, it gives it some, and it gives it some height, and it's not lowered into the base of the basket, of the container. That is what you don't want. So you're going to fill it whereas you have enough height. So here's the thing that we're going to put in there now. Wine, of course, because you need the wine. You need to, you know, strike a vibe. If him drink Henny, if him drink whiskey, whatever it is, that's what you're going to put in there. You do a little novelty, and this is a novelty. All it is a little towel. Yeah, because it's hot in Jamaica. Yeah. Of course, a little bear, because what's Valentine's without a bear? Now, here is the thing. You need something that's fun. This is dice. So when you roll the dice, this one is a foot rub. Yeah, you roll it again. Foot rub. I must love foot rubs. Okay, here you go. This one is a back rub. You understand? So something fun. All right, what I've done, I've gotten 2 containers, Valentine's containers. Yes, you can fill it. I didn't fill it intentionally because I want your mind to think, what could I fill this with? Maybe some unmentionables, maybe some candy, maybe whatever it is that you do of you can use together. Yes, that's what you do. But now we are going to fill the basket. All right, so here we go. We have wine, right? And the wine is the heaviest and the tallest. So we're going to put it in at an angle. Okay? Then you can't just put 1 wine glass. You have to put 2. There you go. So 1 here, 1 there. Kind of lean them over so that you know exactly what the night is for. It's all about striking a vibe, getting close, spending some quality time, understanding too that you have other things to put in the basket, right? So these are, you know, your unmentionables. This is for your candy. You put them in as well. So everything is always an opportunity to shine. So you don't have anything fight. All right. You see where this one is kind of too far down? You're going to use this now creatively. Put it in so it's nice. Put it there. Okay. All right. Like so. And then now you just prop it up on the top. You understand? So everything shows. Everything shows. Remember now you have your dice. Where is your dice? You just put the dice on it like that. And this one says movie night. It says kiss, hug, back rub. Let me tell you something. You know how this works? Whenever you and Boo in an argument, all you have to do is just roll the dice. All right. There you go. Teddy bear. Where's teddy bear going to go? Comes with a little heart. So you just suspend it on like so. And it's good. And that's your basket. We've done that in what, under 5 minutes? You can do this and you will have such a great time doing it because it's something that you made. It's something that you know that is personal between the two of you because you know what he likes, right? Okay, so you know you need to set the mood, right? So we're going to make a suspended pendant light out of found materials. Here's the thing. This now can be, this is a lampshade that offers some broken lamp. And you know, we don't throw things away. When it comes to crafting and so on, you should always see, okay, what can be the next life? What's the second life for this? This was originally for a lamp. The lamp got thrown away. We kept the lampshade. All right, fine. Now, the beauty about this lampshade is, you see this mechanism in here? It is going to hold up what I call the little popsicle here, so we can suspend it from the ceiling. I went to, I don't know if you guys are knowing of these little stores. They're like haberdasheries that when you go in there, you get everything. You need to start looking at them now with fresh eyes. I am telling you. So I went in there and I saw this and I'm like, oh my God, this can be a lamp. Yeah? All right, so here's how this is gonna go now. I am going to, this situation right here, I got this. So this is the only thing. I got this from one of these big hardware stores out here that you can get anything in, and they sell electrical parts. All this is your mechanism to make your light bulb come on. But instead of just using a naked light bulb, we are going to make it into a really upscale, uptown pendant lamp that you made. All right, so here's the thing now. So we are now going to put this that we found in the store, right, in this. That's all. That's all. You understand? No, that's it. You're going to put it in here like this. All right. Then you're going to put this like this to lock it in place. So it's now locked in place. Okay? All of this is from some lamp we throw in. All right, and then you're now going to screw this on like that. There you go. You understand? And then when it comes down now, you see the bulbs. Or take that off, right? This is if you have the fancy bulbs, you'll make the bulbs show. If you do not have the fancy bulbs, kind of lock that in way too tight, okay? You do it on the converse. You go this way. Okay, and then the bulbs will not show. We're using like regular LED bulbs, so I don't want the bulbs to show. I really, really don't. So this is it. This is your final product. Let me tell you something about DIYs. DIYs, you don't just get up one day and say, oh, I'm going to do this. What it is, you walk around in hardware stores. You walk around everywhere. You walk around in your house. Before you throw away something, you say, wait a second, can this have a second life? You understand? So this now, this pendant light, what we just made, I'm going to suspend it from the ceiling. Yes, to set that mood. We have now all of these items that we are going to integrate in our test room. Remember our test room? Yes, remember that test space that we have? I'm going to leave it up to your imagination as to the magic that we are going to create for Valentine's Day in our home tour. See you soon.
Let me just tell you guys something. Yeah, that was off the chain, right? It was. So remember now, and the takeaway from that is, if it is that you and your boo have an argument, roll the dice. If it is that you and your boo has an argument, you roll the dice. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, cool. I see a Valentine's baby. Mr. Pete Robinson is in the chat and he says he is born on Valentine's Day. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the chat. And I also see Miss Sunshine in the group as well. So we just want to welcome everybody on Nationwide 90 FM live to chat. And if you're listening on Nationwide 90 FM, 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, here's the thing. I don't want you to be left out. You understand what I'm saying? I want you, when you get home or when you get to somewhere safe, you're going to go onto the YouTube. That way you can get to see these videos because they are so good. And what happens is they're there on YouTube in perpetuity. So you can get to see it at any given time. But just remember, press up the like button and share up the thing, please. Yes, yes, yes. And please drop your comments. All right, we'll be right back. Stick and stay.
Love her to the morning, nah, nah, nah. Love her to the nighttime, nah, nah, nah. I don't get nobody, yeah. If you give me body, I won't tell nobody, yeah. Valley girl, she wears clothes, now she want me.
Design Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Good morning and welcome to the newest addition to the Nationwide News Network family on Hot 102.
Good afternoon, I'm Erica Allen.
I'm Elizabeth Bennett.
In Nationwide News at this hour.
This is Nationwide. I'm Cliff Hughes.
And I'm Carol Narcisse.
Morning, welcome to This Morning on Hot 102.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Beverly Anderson Manley. Good morning and welcome.
For 20 years, Nationwide 90 FM has been your trusted source for breaking news, delivering critical updates when you needed them most. 3:37 in the afternoon, we interrupt to bring you more from the One Don Klansman gang trial. Another guilty verdict. With fearless, fact-based journalism that unearthed the truth.
Between 2012 and 2018, nearly $5.5 million was taken from the track legend.
And insightful commentary that sparked meaningful conversations and shifted perspectives.
Welcome to the front page. I'm Emily Crooks. I am Naomi Francis. We're pleased to be joined by Roger Clark.
From the stories that shook Jamaica, we're having an earthquake, to those that inspired change and left lasting impacts.
In 2014, to be dealing with an issue such as the Mario Dean case.
Nationwide 90 FM has been there, diving deep into the issues that matter most to you. As we mark 20 years of dedicated service in 2025, we honor the trust you have placed in us and reaffirm our commitment to serving you, the Jamaican people, rooted in truth, fairness, and integrity. We continue to provide incisive reporting with a foundation of accountability and respect. While we celebrate our journey, we are also focused on the future, fueled by the same passion and purpose that has always driven us. Thank you for supporting Team Revolution for 2 decades. Stay with us. The best is yet to come.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Alrighty. So if you're new in the space, my name is Karen Booker. I'm also known as the Design Diva, and you are now in the Design Studio. Yes, you are. And this is a place where we talk all things decor and, of course, lifestyle, because your space really should be as fabulous as you are. So you're now in the segment, What Would Karen Do? Yes. What would Karen do? Here's the thing. I have a question for you, or a question from a viewer or listener, and she says she has a large family that needs a layout, right? Because she has a multi-generational family here, and she wants to know how she could live comfortably while maintaining privacy. So she wants to know how we would design the layout with shared spaces. So I'll go again. So we have a large family here that needs a functional home where multiple generations can live comfortably while maintaining privacy. Cool. They want to know, how would we design the layout? And of course, how would we divvy up the shared spaces? YouTube, join me here, please, so you can tell me exactly how you would do this thing. All right. Now, remember, we have had this issue for a very, very, very long time. Whereas we have extended family, we have the nucleus family, we have extended family, we have in-laws, we have blended families, and everybody is living in one space. Now we come to realize that we need to kind of give everybody their own unique voice and their own unique their space, so they can have their own privacy then. You understand? But living together in our well-designed space. All right. So we want to make sure that the space is comfortable. The space it provides privacy for when you need it, and it also provides some kind of connectivity. That means that it's not just disjointed, and like you go into these salon suites these days, and everybody has a room, and there is no public area. So you're gonna think of your home like a hotel. You understand? And the best thing in hotel design is what? Zones. Every area has a zone. So when you go into public spaces, so you say public spaces in a hotel where everybody convenes, right? The public spaces in your home would be your living, your dining, and your kitchen space. You understand me? Especially in your living area, where you should have these things like what I always say, like zones. Okay. So if you have like a spacious living room, right, then I would suggest that you do modular seating, right? Modular seating are these sectionals that can come together and you can rearrange them at will. Okay. All right. And if you can have a large enough dining room, so you can have, that farm style dining all the time. But if you don't, then that would mean that, okay, you can have a dining space as well as eating in the kitchen, as well as, which I don't necessarily love, but sometimes you eat in the living room, but make sure that you're intentional with it. Right? An open kitchen also works well with multiple workstations, if you understand what I'm saying. I'm going with this because remember, it's all for people living in one space. So let us start though with the kitchen features now. If you can have dual islands, and I know this is like, Karen, you expect us to live in this big mansion. No. I'm saying take what I'm saying here as inspiration, and then just, use what you can, or make it be a motivation. So when you're doing your planning, right, you know exactly what to do. So the dual islands now, one for prep and one for seating. Because what we're talking about is multi-generational, whole heap of people, whole heap of laughter, whole heap of talking. So you always want to make everything be an experience, right? How about a walk-in pantry? Okay, with walk-in pantry, as the long units, we call them cupboard. Yeah. So here is the thing now. Here is what we're going to do. Do a walk-in pantry. So therefore, all your food is stored there. Multiple cooking zones. That could be well too, to accommodate different meal styles, especially if you have somebody who has, say, diabetes, somebody with high blood pressure, somebody, you know what I'm saying? But all the meals have to be made one time. It's okay to have multiple cooking zones. Yeah, when you have a large kitchen and that's what I'm saying. Think of your space like a hotel. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, you're decorating and you're cooking and you're planning a lifestyle for multiple generations. Andrea and SH, we're gonna fix it in a minute. All right. How about the multi-purpose family room now? The game and the media room for entertainment, a reading nook for or library for quiet retreats, and a homework and co-working zone. When you have an area in your space that you can use as a family room or a or an entertainment room, That is the area now where everybody's personality must come in. That is the area where you zone off over there. This is grandparents over here. This is mom and dad over here. This are the kids over there. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, everybody can be connected, but you have your separate spaces as well. All right. If it is now that you have, this is Jamaica. So therefore, it's always, we live outside, a large covered patio with outdoor seating. And of course, if you can have a kitchen out there too, it's sell off. Yes. And then the garden space now for relaxation and activities. So you want to incorporate the outdoor, with what is going on inside. All right. The grandparent suite. Yeah. That should be located on the main floor, because you don't want them going upstairs. You understand what I'm saying? And that should have an ensuite bathroom, preferably with a walk-in shower, right? And then a sitting area. And if you can, because let me tell you something, when I become older and so on, and if I have to live with my kids, I don't necessarily want to see them every day. You understand what I mean? I want to be, because I'm a fiercely independent person, and I want my independence. So I don't need to be in your kitchen every day cooking. I want my own little kitchenette area, my own little bathroom, my own little thing. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah. So if you can, remember, this is a home that you are building or either renovating to make sure that everybody is comfortable. Give the grandparents their own space, because them not want to see you every day. All right, the master. No, we don't say master anymore. We say primary. Oh yes, honey, the primary. The primary room now, make sure that it's spacious and it has a walk-in closet. Make sure that your bathroom is kind of luxurious, the soaking tub, and the shower. And then if you can do a private office in there as well. That way you don't have to go downstairs all the time and share what's going on in the family room. All right. Now, if you have young adults or teens in there, make sure you say that you separate those people, because those people are different people. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure that if you can have a separate space for them, a separate wing, their own bedrooms, their own quarters, a Jack and Jill bathroom over there, that they don't necessarily have to come over to your space all the time. It will really, really, really make a difference with that. All right, talking about now the smart home technology. This is with your lighting, your security, your climate control. Yeah, when you're turning on your AC and so on, because it's hot, or it's cold, depending on where you live. Before you get home, make sure that you have really great smart home attributes. Now, SH says, I think it was Andre first says, where were you? I'm sorry, I something came in. Andre was saying something about screens. Okay, Andre said, I was wondering. No, that's not it. Okay, I say a Japanese screen or hanging curtains in the bedroom will from privacy as well as a very tall window screen. Yes. So if it is now that you have to share space or share rooms with a what you would say, two genders, male and female, in a room, you can definitely use a Japanese shoji screen in the middle, right? And that would work, because then you would definitely separate the spaces. You're in one room, but you kind of separate the space. And I think I shared with you when I was growing up, I shared space with my brother up to I was like 16. You know what I mean? And we did that very, very successfully, because sometimes I didn't even see him, because if brother and sister relationships, it can be contentious at times. But I'm telling you, it is something that you can do. So what you're doing now, if it's something that you want to do, a large family needs a functional home where multiple generations can live comfortably while maintaining privacy, right? This is how you would design it. You would make sure that you go in it with a hotel mentality, that you provide zones. You understand what I'm saying? You make sure everybody is separate but equal. You make sure that the the kitchen space where it will be very, very busy, provides a whole heap of functionality going on there, because as people want to convene and cook, sometimes somebody may have a different cooking style, maybe they have different diets and so on. So so you always want to do your zones. Make sure that you have adequate place for grandparents, you have adequate place for the owners of the home, the primaries, and then the children, so that everybody is connected. Now, SH had a comment about the Jack and Jill bathroom. No, the Jack and Jill bathrooms, my darling, is bathrooms is two separate entrances. So the entrance here would be like, one would be in the hallway and the other one would be from the bedroom. Or you can have two bedrooms and you have a bathroom in the middle with the two entrances. And of course, if you have the space, one now in the hallway. So that would be three entrances. All right. I hope I was able to debunk the myth now about, multi-generational families living together, and it can work, because it can. Charmaine, good afternoon to you. Charmaine has just joined us. She is on the YouTube, and everybody else, I see you there and I see the conversation. Let's just keep it going. Up next, I believe we're going to have the home tour. Yeah, soon come back. Going to pay some bills, and we're going to adjust what we need to adjust.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
What Would Karen Do was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Decorate like a designer with BH Paints. The time brought to you by BH Paints is
2 p.m.
Need to make a change to your title or need a title? Geoland Title Limited. They do lost title application, add and remove names from titles, wills, estates. First-time registration land surveys also included. Affordable rates and flexible payment options. NLA adjudication and land titling waivers also available. They have 8 locations island-wide. Call 876-754-6436 or visit their website at geolandonline.com. Geoland Title Limited. Secure your land, secure your title.
Corian solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Corian, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constant Spring Road. Telephone 755-1970
or 276-6448. Interior design is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
And we are now in interior design. Yes, fabulous people and stylish people. If you're new here in the space, my name is Karen Booker, also known as the Design Diva. And we are going to, and this is the time on a Saturday when your Saturdays get a whole lot better and a whole lot nicer. And we just give you all kind of trendy lifestyle tips and of course decor tips that make you, just feel good about yourself and your space. You know what I mean? So now we are now going to be talking about bathroom upgrades. Sometimes we live in these spaces and we get desensitized to how the space really looks sometimes. Did you know that? We get so used to what it is. And as you know, our eyes will adjust to the level of the deficiency. So if it is that we go in our bathroom every day and it just look like the same way since 1925, and you see nothing wrong with it until you go to somebody else's space and you're like, oh, wait a second, as a bathroom should look? Yeah. But here the thing now, we have to start small sometimes, don't it? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We have to start small. So we're going to give you a whole bunch of really great advice and tips as to how you can upgrade your bathroom with small changes. And small changes mean what? Affordable. So that they can have really, really huge big impact. I say, Paul, you're here. Your class is in session. That's what's going on. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and everybody, if you're listening on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, welcome to you. We're talking about bathroom upgrades now. Small changes, big impact. The hardware. Yeah, man, swap out your hardware, man. Update your faucets. The cabinet handles, the towel bars for modern and polished look. As you guys know right now, black is the statement metal. It's black, everything black, and I'm all for it. I am all for it. However, if you live in a space where you have hard water, sometimes the black can get a little whitish. But if it is that all fruits ripe and all thing is well and whatever the case is, you go with that black because it is a statement and it elevates your space. It goes from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds flat. You understand? But if it is now that you don't want to go with the black, but you have some really, 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 really like awful looking hardware that there from your grandmother was a baby, it's time for you to upgrade that. You understand what I'm saying? It really is. So swap out your hardware, and that could mean your faucets, your cabinet handles, your towel bars. Yeah, you do that very, 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 very quickly. All right. So the next thing that you can do is your shower head. Your shower head. Yeah, did you know you can screw out the shower head that you have there and replace it with another one? You can, You certainly can. But, if you're not a DIYer, then leave, because some things we can do with ourselves and some things that we need to leave it to a professional. So if it is that you can do it yourself, have at it, go on your YouTube, get your instructions or get your instruction manual and so on, then it's fine. If not, then hire a plumber, come in and just change that rain head, cleanse the shower. A high pressure or a rainfall shower head can instantly enhance your shower experience, because showering these days is not just taking a shower, it's an experience, honey. Yes, it is. And when you get one of these shower heads that I am talking about, you will understand exactly what I mean. So, in these things, it's like, you know what you know? Yes, a rain head shower, you know what you know. Of course, okay, so I know the dollies are going to tell me, what about the hair, Karen? Because the hair have on the thing and whatever. Wrap up the hair and go in. Just wrap it up. Wrap it up. Okay, the LED mirror now or the backlighting. Oh my God, it's the second coming. It's a stairway to heaven. Oh Lord, have you guys seen these LED mirrors these days? And they're not expensive. They're not. They're not. As a matter of fact, in my opinion, anything that you're doing to upgrade your home can never be expensive. It just cannot. You understand what I'm saying? So if it is that you have one of these LED mirrors and they're all over the place now, it's not now like, it's not anywhere like, oh my God, how you get that from? And you have snub appeal because you don't have one. You can go to the stores. They're out there now. Them, and you know how we do in Jamaica. Yeah. And if we are Jamaicans living anywhere else, we cannot be outdone. So, yes, they are out there. They are. I'm telling you, the LED, yes, look at it. And the next thing I want you to look at, you're going to look at these things called an irregular mirror. So the irregular mirrors, no, it's not round, it's not rectangular, it's not square, but it has like a very organic shape. And then you have those as well with the LED lights coming through. Oh my God. Thank me later. All right. Floating shelves. Floating shelves is another thing. I'm going to tell you about floating shelves in your bathroom or in any space at all. Floating shelves can add to the pizzazz in your space. Floating shelves. Now, when you put your floating shelves up, you're not going to go and crowd it with no woolly medicine bottle where, not even medicine, perfume bottles that you finished the perfume from a long time. But then again, you still have the bottles. You know what I've said about that. I've talked to you guys over and over and over about this, and I would like for you to stop. Perfume bottles, even though them shape good and they're beautiful and they're nice, once the perfume is out, your experience is now done. Get rid of them. You understand? So we're talking about the floating shelves now, right? Put some greenery on it. Yeah. Put some greenery on it. There you go. Yes. Yeah. Put some greenery on it and you're good. Now, last week in our chat, we had a volunteer, and I think you did get our work in the chat too, I think David Nabar, he had said that, if any of the ladies or stylish ladies need any help or whatever, he would be able to assist. So SH says no. No, Andrea says, though, that, remember, David is here just in case you guys need any help with the shower head. David is to your rescue. He already has his cape on and he will come. All right. SH says, yeah, the Chanel ones are nice. Yeah, but I understand that the Chanel ones are nice, Miss Lady, but until you fill them, get them out of the space, throw it away until you refill them. No. Shamin says, I heard you can refill the perfume bottles. Okay, yeah, there you go. So you can refill the bottle if you want. If not, when you hear the thing what I'm saying to you now, and this is a bit of lifestyle advice for you. If the experience is done and you still have it there, it is standing in the way for the new experience. And this can be the perfume bottle. This can be the clothes. This can be the man or the woman. You understand what I'm saying? When it is not serving you anymore, then you need to what? Yeah, get rid of it. Okay. The changing your vanity. You can change your vanity, You can just change your vanity. You can definitely change that vanity. A new vanity or a fresh coat of paint on your current one can transform the space. Of course, and you know where you're going to go, and you're going to sand it down. Then you're going to go down to BH Paint, and they have many outlets. You understand what I'm saying? And then now, yes, you get it. They have over 1,300 colors in them palette. Just you must can't find one. You must can't find one. Yes, man. So what you can do now is to find a color. The grays are trending. The blues are trending, but let me tell you something. It's your bathroom, and there's something called dopamine decor these days, right? And dopamine decor is what you do in the space, in your whatever is your bathroom, your living room, your bedroom, wherever, to make you feel good. Lord of mercy, as much time as we spend in our bathrooms, yes, man, we can put some serious colors in there. Why not? And every time you go in there, and you know what it is about color, right? You know what it is about color. It can make you feel good or it can make you feel not so good. So right now in 2025, we are all about the feel good. You understand me? All right. We are going to use peel and stick tiles now to refresh the walls or the floors or the backsplash areas with affordable, easy to install. Here's another here, ladies, only a job here for Miss Annebarno. Hey, Lord of mercy. Peel and stick tiles. But just remember, they have a life. They're not going to be there for ever and ever. Amen. You understand what I'm saying? So if it is a quick fix, it's the holidays, you just want something up right now to just instantly zhuzh up the bathroom, of course, go on now with this peel and stick, but don't expect permanent results. All right. So SH says, do not forget the ceiling lights. Oh, you mean, of course, ceiling light coming like jewelry. Let me tell you something. Anytime you have lights in your space, remember, it is the same thing, which is akin to jewelry on your body. You understand? It provides a sparkle, yes, but the function, but just make sure that you have daylight bulbs in your bathroom, especially now if you're going to be coloring up the space and stuff. You need the brightest light, like a 12 watt, 14 watt, 24 watt in your bathroom to make sure and to make certain that you are getting the desired effect, especially when you can, especially when you're putting on your makeup, right? Okay, improve your storage solutions. So here's the thing now. You're going to install the over the toilet shelving, the under the sink organizers, your stylish baskets to reduce the clutter. Remember, I did not lead with today the clutter situation that we already have. I didn't lead with it because I know that I don't have a class of people right there who don't take instruction. I know that all of you guys are doing your very best to get rid of the clutter in your bathrooms, in your kitchens, in your closets, and the spillover in your living room and your bedrooms. All right. Of course, I'm going to be talking about paint. Of course, if we're going to paint the vanity, of course, we can paint the wall. You understand what I'm saying? Of course, of course, of course. So a fresh coat of paint, whether it's a light color, a neutral color, or something that is bright and beautiful and bold, it can give a new life to your space. So if anything at all, the number one thing I think that you should do in your bathroom to upgrade is to paint. Make sure that you have a beautiful color, and don't just paint just because it's paint. Find a color that you're drawn to. Find a color that you look good with. Now, if you want your bathroom, of course, to look larger, then you go with a light or a neutral tone. If you want your bathroom to be moody and full of ambience, then you go with a deep tone. If you want your bathroom to make you feel good every time you go in there, do splashes of color around. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. We love color. We absolutely love color because, as you know, BH Paints is there for you. We've been doing this in a while, but we're going to start doing it again. Greenery. Yeah, man, we have to upgrade. We have to put greenery in our space. Small indoor plants like aloe vera or ferns bring life to the bathroom. And let me just tell you something, because we're now in the age of biophilic design, the greenery is trending. Or you can do little succulents. And little succulents, small. Yeah, so you can put greenery whether your bathroom is large or whether it's small. All right, swap out your shower curtain. For those of us who still use shower curtains, that is besides paint, one of the most transformative things that you can do in your bathroom when you swap out your shower curtain. Your shower curtain shouldn't just be going on to infinity. Every year, every 6 months, you must swap that out. Yes, man. And even if you have a few of them shower curtains, you don't just wait until Christmas. You don't just wait until Christmas to swap out your shower curtain. Easter coming up, Mother's Day coming up, Father's Day coming up, Valentine's coming up. Let me tell you something. Use these holidays as an anchor or as an excuse to constantly renew, revitalize, and restore your yard. Yes, I see what is going on. By the way, you children over there in the group, I can see what is going on in the chat. Yes, I can see what's going on. All right. Okay. How about your toilet seat? Them have soft close lids now. Did you know that? Yeah, they do. You have soft close lids. That's all I'm going to say about that anymore. So there's no more slamming of the toilet seat. And you men, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. Scented candles or diffusers. Yeah, scented candles. I'm telling you, remember we talked about making the space feel and smell nice? This is where this is one of the ways or one of the areas where we can really use those scented candles and diffusers to really make we feel good. The first thing that I should have led with, and I'm sure Andre is going to agree with me. You have to clean your bathroom. Yeah, you have to really deep clean it, and sometimes we can regrout. You see, once you regrout the spaces and regrout the tiles, it's a brand new bathroom, brand new bathroom. Yeah. You know what we can do too, for all of us who instead of just putting all of our perfumes on the vanity itself, we can use like an organizer or a vanity tray. That is an instant elevation. All right. Your sink or your countertop. Yeah, instead of the little plastic countertops or the Formica things that we used to use, you can go upgrade to a quartz countertop. Yeah, you can. And at that same time, now you can either do a surface mounted sink or an under mount sink. Yes. So even if it is, so check this out. You're going to say, all right, I don't want to replace my entire vanity, but I am going to replace my countertop. I'm going to replace my vanity, and I'm going to replace my faucet. Yes, that again will elevate your space from 0 to 100 in 5 seconds flat. And you can go to some of the stone yards and you can just buy a piece. Yeah, you don't have to buy the whole thing. Did you know that? You do not have to buy the whole thing. You can just get one of those that is already cut, a leftover piece somewhere, yeah, and you can have it cut to size. You can even ask them, well, you're going to have to pay, and that's fine. You can to cut out the hole for either the undermount sink or your vessel sink. And the last thing that I have for you can put art in your bathroom. Yeah, statement art. Let me tell you a statement. Like if where I love to see it, like in a powder room. So as you walk in, boom. Beautiful artwork, and a nude. Sometimes the nudes work really well into in your bathrooms. You understand? All right, so we're coming up on a little break, and we're gonna come right back with home tour. Stick and stay. We'll be right back. Soon come. Promise. Yeah. In the meantime, let me just check out what's going on in YouTube.
For a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints. With over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes, their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Interior design was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Outperform, outlast. With top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electricians. Fancy electrodes, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61114. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
You can have it all. Company events, birthday parties, or the wedding of your dreams. It's all possible at Grand Palladium Hotels and Resorts. We have magnificent event rooms and a dedicated team that will make your event the best experience that only Grand Palladium Hotels and Resorts can offer. Contact us at 876-619-0000 or call your favorite travel agency and ask about our promotion designed especially for you.
Welcome to the home tour this week. And yes, we are in our test space. We love this space. Here is why. It's organic. It's like an amoeba. Whatever it is that we want to do, it just morphs into it. And it's small, so it shows our innovation and it shows our creativity and it shows our versatility. So this week, we are going to be, of course, in our bedroom, and we are going to create the ambience. We're going to create the atmosphere, and we're going to also create the mood for what? Valentine's, because Valentine's is coming up and it's all about the mood. All right, what do we have in the space already? We have a bed that is made, typical bed. You make your bed. I hope you guys make your bed in the morning. We've already hung drapes, and we've hung red drapes because red is the color for Valentine's. Yes? So over here by my chair, this can be a little home office, because who uses desktop these days, right? You're either on your phone or you're either on your iPad or your laptop. So that can be it. I have an entrance piece right here. You saw me do it 2 design labs ago, where all we did was just find a little, 200-year-old console, put the little paint on it, zhuzh it up, and it's fine. Also, this is a doorway. You saw us do the doorway the other day, and then we had a wall unit in the doorway. So instead of that, because it's a bedroom, what we've done now is to do a full-length mirror. So what is a bed? You can't have a bedroom without a mirror, because those of us without mirrors, it shows on the street, because we do ask. So what we're going to do now is to do a little fix-up. Yeah, and I'll explain the process while we're at it. So what we're going to do is kind of remake the bed, add some layers on it, so that, the final piece is great. So here it is. All what's on the bed now is quilt, right? And quilts are very lightweight and really great for Jamaica, because guess what? It's hot. Right? So all it is, but it doesn't offer that much layering, and it's layering now that we need in order for your bed to look fluffy and nice. It's a fluffy bed that we're after. Then we're going to be using 6 pillows for this application. So we have 4 already here. I'm going to add 2, right? And then I'm also going to add a comforter. Okay, remember now, when you guys go to the hotels and stuff, it's the bed is always well made, and it's always done in layers. So here we go. We're adding our comforter. Gonna turn that down. Remember, we already have the first layer, right? We've turned it down a bit, so when you're looking at it, you're not just looking at the sheets. Right? Okay, so we have the first layer as the quilt. The second layer now is the comforter. So you put it on, you turn it down, and then you turn it back up. Go around the other side, and we turn it back up again. Okay? All right. I've told you now we're going to be using 6 pillows. Make sure that everything is straight. Okay? We're going to be using 6 pillows, so 6 sleeping pillows, right? Here we go. So you stack one on top of the other, one on top of the other. Then you put this one here, which has the pillow sham on it. And then you put the other pillow sham right next to it. To make this look even better now, what we're going to do is put accent pillows. There was one on it already. We're going to put them here now, to make sure the things sell off and look nice. Right, so your bed is nicely turned down. You have your pillows on, and your accent pillows are 20-inch. Now, when at the base of the bed, you know what this is? This is a storage container. And it is probably the most versatile piece of furniture you'll ever have, because last week we used it for what? Yeah, we used it for a center table. This week, we're going to use it for storage, or you can just sit on it and put your shoes on and get dressed. Yeah, that's what it is, versatility. But we're going to bring that pattern, the pattern of the graphic of the accent pillow, down to the base of the bed, right, onto your storage ottoman, so that you have the continuity of the pattern. That's how that works. This is the final piece of layering. This is what makes your bed look really expensive. Yes. And the thing with the layering with this now, you have to, you can either make it, it's a throw, so you have to throw the throw. But when you throw the throw, you can't make it look like you threw the throw. You have to make it like it's a deliberate throw. You get it? All right, cool. So when it hangs down here, it's beautiful for when you put the pillow on it and then you add an additional layer. It's all about the layer. It's all about the texture. Get it? The layering and the texturing. So our bed is almost complete. We just have something else to add, and I think you know what it is. Your teddy bear. Yeah, remember, it's Valentine's. You're going to put the teddy bear right here. Because when you come, and this is what you're going to do in the morning time before you leave. So when you come back in the evening, you're all set. You're not blowing out this corner. So all you have to do is just put this. Just put a nice pillow, not a lot of pattern, because the pièce de résistance is the bed. Okay, we have this little poof here, which is great with texture. So you can do texture upon texture, and that's when you have something that sings. It's internet ready. It's TikTok ready. Yeah, here we go. How that look? Sell off. Remember in Design Lab where we had DIY projects and we made some gifts, we made a centerpiece, and we also made the lamp just for Valentine's Day. We're going to put them in now, and then you're going to see how it integrates so well with the space. See, this tray was made of a door. I'm going to teach you how to do that on our next Design Lab. All right, so we're going to put the tray here. Okay, remember we made this, right? I'm going to put that here. We made it. It's pretty. It's all for you and Boo. We also made, here it is, our little centerpiece, and we're going to put that here. Get it? So can you imagine now you come home in the evening and that's what you see? Sell right off. Yeah. The next thing that we made was this light. So here's what you do. You're going to set, and this is decorative light, accent light, right? You're going to turn off the main switch and keep this on, and that will set the mood. As a matter of fact, let's just turn off the light and see how it looks. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? It's all about the mood, guys. It's all about the mood. So here's what we did. This room is it's a feminine room. It's very nice. It's feminine. It's all about the ladies here. We'll do something for the men in a few, right? We've done our vases, a collection of 3 different sizes, different levels. But here's the thing. Not all vases need flowers. Okay, so if we have the pampas next to it, then we don't necessarily have to put flowers in there because we already have the bird of paradise over here, which is statement. The next thing that we have beside it now is our storage box. I'm a creature of habit. If I come in and I do not put my keys where I need to put my keys on a daily basis, trust me, when I am leaving at 6:30 in the morning, I will not be able to find my keys. When you are doing anything, whether it's Valentine's, Easter, birthday, or so on, it's how you want to feel. That's the magic, how you want to feel. You have to evoke that sense of wonderment and feeling. That's what you have to inject in the space. When you decorate your space is how you want to feel. So that is what separates your space from somebody else's. The best compliment that anybody can give you is not that the place looks fancy and it's a wow. I feel so warm in here. I feel loved. And that's what you want. So thank you for joining us. Next week, we'll have something else for you that's going to wow you more than this did. See you next time.
Okay, guys, did you enjoy that?
For a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Come to Marshall's Pharmacy today for your free medication management consultation. Let us guide you in taking care of what matters most, the health of you and your family. Shop now for gifts, personal care, household and stationery items, plus print services powered by Print Corner. Follow us on Instagram at Marshall's Pharmacy. Call or WhatsApp us at 876-491-7841. We are open late every day to serve you.
We are back. We are certainly back. Okay, so fabulous people. Now, remember at the top of the hour, I said that we are going to be having conversation with the wonderful, the oh my God, the eminent Dr. Patrice Charles King. This week, again, we invited her back because last week was so riveting and we wanted more. Last week, we spoke about menopause. This week, now, we have to talk about the male version, which is andropause. Now, if for those of you people who are, you have to be living under a rock, if you do not know who this lady is, so Dr. Patrice Charles King is a counseling psychologist and she is the founder of Phoenix Counseling Center in Kingston, and she has been really actively involved in addressing various psychological and social issues within the Jamaican community. So we are so happy to have her back, where we can just talk up the things, because sometimes we see our men acting a little funny and we don't know what it is, and then we go look argument and then we feel bad when we know say it really is a thing. So Dr. Charles King, hello.
Hi, Karen. How are you doing?
We are well.
Can you
Let me
hear
just
me?
tell you. Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Thank you so very much for agreeing to come back with us, because last week we only got through half of the conversation.
Yes, we did. We spoke about menopause in a little detail, but I'm glad that, and thank you for inviting me back so we can help our men out, in discussing andropause.
You are the only person who can do this and do justice to it. So yes, I mean, the honor is all ours. You know what I mean? So last week, guys, if you are new to the space, if you weren't here last week, we delved in on the topic of change your life. Right, Dr. King? And it's like, That's what we call it these days, like change your life. And because it is no longer taboo, we have license now, and we have permission to start talking about this change of life thing. But now we have andropause. Dr. Charles, can you please tell us what andropause is?
Okay, so andropause is often referred to as the male menopause. And it usually occurs in men, around middle age. They probably start seeing it. Some in their late 40s, but most in, 50s and in their 50s to mid-50s. They'll start experiencing various psychological and physiological changes. And it's just one of those things, just as women, it's important that men also understand that it's a natural part of aging. And the symptoms can also have a very significant effect on any man's mental health, their relationships, and just their overall quality of life. And, unfortunately, men have bad health-seeking habits. Or they tend not to want to speak out when they're not feeling well, or there's something is just off, because they don't want to be a burden, or men are supposed to be seen as the strong ones. And unfortunately, a lot of our men are suffering in silence in the symptoms of andropause.
Wow. So you're saying, though, that the andropause is a universal experience. It's not just, just a select few that go through this. There is something they do go through. I guess what we usually call midlife crisis in men, when they go out and they buy a sports car or they do something.
Everyone
it goes deeper than that.
Everyone goes through it. Men go through it. Women go through it. And it's just like one of your YouTubers last week said, well, she has someone that's going through it, but there weren't any symptoms. And we spoke about, not having certain symptoms during menopause or having cramps or anything like that. So I think that there's a varying degree of symptoms in men also. Some it affects more than others, but there are common symptoms of andropause in men.
So thank you for that. Now it's a good segue into if you could just identify how it affects a man's mood and his emotional well-being.
So some of the common symptoms of andropause, we have the hormonal changes, which is a decrease in their testosterone level. And, it's not as simple as it sounds, because a decrease in testosterone can lead to a variety of physical effects, such as a reduction in their libido, erectile dysfunction, fatigue, and, of course, in older they get some changes in their body composition. So the testosterone is what helps to maintain that muscle mass. So a decrease, you're going to have a decrease or a loss in their muscle mass and strength, and an increase in body fat. And then, of course, you have some bone density loss and hair loss. And some men actually experience hot flashes and sweating,
What?
And then, yes, of course. And they have that experience or sensation just like menopause, some of them. And, of course, we have the emotional effects. The mood changes. There are some men that may experience an increase in irritability, anxiety, or even depression. So their mood swings can be just as pronounced as a woman's, as women.
This is so fascinating.
Yeah, and for men, they can also have their own decrease in their motivation, just a lack of drive in various aspects of their life, and that can include their work, their hobbies, just even within their relationships. And oftentimes they're so misunderstood at this stage of their life, so even their self-esteem can be affected, especially when there are changes in their physical appearance or in their sexual health. And so you often see men trying to push or exaggerate certain things that they do or say just to counter what it is that they're feeling. And I think one of the other things that I want to mention is the cognitive effect.
Yes.
Some men report that they have difficulties with concentrating and memory and decision making. And of course, you hear a lot of women say it, but there are some men that actually experience that. And so there are also some men that experience brain fog also because of it.
Wow.
And then, of course, the sleep disturbances, they may go through their own insomnia also due to low testosterone levels. And it's one of those things that I think, the emotional symptoms, the physical symptoms, the sexual symptoms, cognitive, the physical, it's things that men need to be aware of, because, again, we place men as the head of the household as they should be. They're the strong ones. They shouldn't cry. They shouldn't feel sad. And if they do, don't talk about it. And I'm so glad that you're doing this today so that men can understand that there are going to be gradual changes that you're also going to be going through. And it's so important for you to speak about it with your partners also, or someone professionally, so that you can get that understanding that you're going to need, and also just some guidance as to the symptoms of psychological and physiological that you're going to be going through.
Wow. One of the things that you brought up, last week, and you certainly did bring it up today, is men, we were brought up differently. Men were brought up to be stoic. They were brought up to, have your emotions in check, and you cry in silence, or not at all. You just don't show your emotions. So because of that, we as women are kind of used to, our men being, the strong one. So when we see these changes, sometimes we as women, we're not doctors. But I'm going to throw this word out. I'm sorry that misdiagnosed. We'll say, oh, the man just irritable, or the man a woman, or the man this, or the man that, whatever, and we're not understanding that. Hey, listen, he is going through a change, just like how we going through it. So even when you say now they put on weight, you see at a certain stage now when you see men have the little pooch, it's not just us where our waistlines get a little larger and the skin stretching. Men as well. So
Yeah.
is it that
And
they
I
can
want
go
to
to
appeal,
the
Karen,
doctor?
if you let me. I want to appeal
Sure.
to the women out there to, it's there's no need to not think that your men are not strong. They're still strong. They're still the head. They're still logical. They're still doing what they need to do. But don't take them for granted. Don't take advantage of their strength and their situation and their calm and their ability to do and make decisions and create structure. Don't take that for granted. You can also ask, are you okay? You can, pay attention to your man and note that, maybe he's not okay and what can you do? Be thoughtful in your relationship. And sometimes they need extra care, just like during those moments when women need that extra care. Sometimes it's so nice to, sometimes I walk in and I'll see roses and a chocolate bar beside my bedside table, and I know that he knows, and women need to do the same thing to men. I'm not saying that you need to go out and buy your man some roses and chocolate, but there might be something else that that he may need that would make him comfortable in that moment. And you don't have to say it to him. You don't have to say, so what? You're going to andropause and throw it at him because you as a woman know that you would like a man to say, what? You're on your period? Or what? You're going through menopause? Or you're being miserable because of that? Because you feel degraded, and you don't want to diminish your man in the stage that he's in. You want to continue to support and uplift him and bring him peace of mind during his changes.
Because a woman really should be his peace, and what I love what you just said a while ago is sometimes you see when we ask our men, are you okay, sometimes their automatic response is yeah, they have a default zone, they say yes because they don't want to seem like
good. No man, a good man,
we're good. Yeah man, we're
but
good man, all right.
you have to know your man good. You have to
You
know
have to know
what
your
the good
man.
means. There are different goods and you have to know which one applies to what,
Exactly. So sometimes me good don't mean me good. Me good just mean really I don't have the language to tell you exactly what is going on because me never feel this before, or me just no know. You understand? So therefore, I think women, ladies, if we can get out of this thing where him not do this for me, so whatever. No, encouragement, sweet labor. I always said that, but it is a matter of being intentional about how we care for ourselves, and in extension, how we care for our partners. So you don't necessarily need him to voice that this is what I'm going through sometimes. Something, if you will know, because you will see it, right?
You will see it. You will see it again if you're paying attention, as you are both supposed to be paying attention to each other. If you're paying attention, you will. There are some things that you will notice. More, and again, some may be a little bit more pronounced than others. I think one of the things that you should look out for is if there is a persistent sadness or anxiety, if you're noticing a feeling of hopelessness, or if there are changes in the relationships where your partner is becoming more irritable or withdrawn, especially if it's one of those relationships or marriages where it's a close marriage, or it's one of what we call a masterful marriage.
Yes.
Look for sleep issues. Take note. Is he just tossing and turning, not able to sleep, or falls asleep but not able to stay asleep? And does his sleeping exacerbate his mood changes? Is there a loss of interest in certain things? He's no longer doing the activities that he used to do, or things become exaggerated where he, in order to feel more confident about himself, or feel better about himself, or try to increase his self-esteem, so he's becoming very impulsive in what he's doing. or maybe his energy levels has just changed and he just doesn't feel like doing anything else at all. Those are the times when, you pay attention to things like that, some of those psychological things, and then, you may have to say, hey, let's talk about this. Do you think that this is where you're at? You can take a look at his age and stage in life, and then you can say, well, maybe this is what he's going through.
I have two comments and then I have a backup question. So Andrea says, one, I never knew men got hot flashes as well. And then SH says, she agrees with you, doctor. Some of them, right? She says some women are too quick to fly off the handle instead of noticing the small changes. And Andrea came back and said, no, true, doctor. Men need the same attention and they will reciprocate in kind. Now, is it that, can counseling, so therefore, if I see my husband going through stuff and I'm like, you know what, maybe we should go talk to Dr. Patrice, because things not look too right. Can counseling and therapy help men to navigate this emotional and psychological effect of andropause? And it's a double question, how do we suggest it to the male ego that maybe it's time we need to go talk to Dr. Patrice?
Well, one of the things that I always encourage women to do is, you have a superpower, women, and many of you don't realize it. You enter into your relationship communications with your ego and with what you call, I'm a strong, this woman, and I'm telling you what this is. And that's not what you need to do. You need to just drop that, okay? What you need to do is, when you are approaching your man, approach with humility, okay? And it's not that you're babying him. Your man don't need to be babied, but he does need to be spoken to with a level of humility and respect. So it's not that you're speaking down to him, but you are bringing to his attention something that is of concern to you, and you want to know if he's okay. So if you believe that it is having an effect on your marriage, wherein communication barriers, that it's affecting how you're communicating with each other, or there is an intimacy issue, especially with intimacy, where there are changes in the libido, and if you're both similar or close in age, you both might be going through the same thing, at the same time. And it's where you really do ask questions as to what you can do for each other to help boost that libido, or maybe, because what you used to like before, maybe something a change in life, and you like something completely different when it comes to pleasing or being pleased. And when it comes to your communication, you may have to exercise more patience. Maybe you might want to pause before saying something, so you're not responding just based on a feeling, because you know that my partner didn't really do anything to me, but I want to bite off their head. So maybe I'll just pause, knowing that maybe this is what it is, and engage the right type of action or response that I know they deserve versus what I feel. So now you are choosing to respond in an appropriate way, and you're choosing the feeling, a different feeling other than the one that's actually sitting on you, because you know that this is attributed to probably andropause or menopause, and not necessarily to my partner. So you're becoming more self-aware, and your partner you're also teaching your partner how to become more aware of what you're going through. Because, I will walk in and I say to Jermaine, hey, babe, I'm just not having a good day today. And he's like, did something happen? I said, oh, absolutely not. The only thing that happened was God. This is just how it is. And then we just take it from there. We either laugh about it, but it's not that I'm still having the feeling, but I'm choosing to engage it in a completely different way. And I'm making my husband a part of it, not by stressing him out with it, but just, it's more like a shared stress, It's more like, hey, let's go for a walk then. Let's exercise together. Let's just watch something to take your mind off of what you're going through, and that's what women need to do for men. And for some men just need some space, and that space doesn't mean like, let me move out to the house, But Lord, let him breathe. Don't keep nagging him and asking him over and over again. Did I do something? Why are you like that? What's wrong with you? Why aren't you speaking? Well, you're acting different and you never used to be like that. Of course, it never used to be like that. It's the first time I'm reaching this or going through this. So be mindful of the nagging and be more aware of what he may need in that very moment.
So what I hear from you, Dr. Patrice, is that we have to provide that safe space for him, just like how we want a safe space to be provided for us, and also understand that just like how we go through stuff, they're going through stuff with the understanding. Hey, listen. And I know this is going to be unpopular here. I know they're going to jump at me, but be gentle with me, please. Women, we need to get back to the point where we're feminine with our husbands again. You can't have two men in the house. You understand? We have to get back to this point where we are now respecting our husbands, respecting our men, and not make it look like it's a tit for tat and it's a war every day. And it's like, okay, him do that, so I go and do it too. And I earn more money than him, so therefore him have to bow down to me. You understand what I'm saying?
Oh,
we
no,
have
that's
to
a
get
completely different conversation in a Karen.
No,
Trust me.
because of
But let me
that.
tell you
No,
this,
but
you're
because of,
absolutely right. You're
it
absolutely
leads
right.
to,
It's not the
yeah, it
time for
leads to now when
competition.
he starts going through things emotionally, we just turn a blind eye because Joe, we can't bother.
No, it's not time for competition. This stage of life for both men and women can actually present us an opportunity for growth and deeper connection, especially if you utilize some of the coping mechanisms that I've spoken about. And if you seek support, this is where, because you're both so vulnerable to each other, you connect more. And it feels like you're growing gracefully together, not apart, but together. So it's actually one of those phases where you can become a lot stronger. The structure within your relationship can become a lot stronger than weaker if you do it the right way.
If you do it the right way, and that's such a great way. Now, let me tell you, I don't want to run out of time without rushing you. I know that you have a live every Sunday, and I need you to tell the people where we can get in touch with you again, and then, of course, how to join the live tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
So you can give me send a WhatsApp message to 868-3290. Let me repeat that again. 868-3290. That's my WhatsApp, and I do always answer. Or you can follow me on Instagram at the Phoenix Counseling Center. And yes, we do go live on Sundays where we have our talk therapy. We talk a lot about relationships and parenting and trauma and anything that my audience asks. But we do a lot of conversations about relationships and cheating and infidelity and how to get back and how to save relationships. And tomorrow we'll be going live again at the Phoenix Counseling Center at 3 p.m. So if you follow me, you'll get the notification when we're going live.
So, guys, I need you to go right on over now and follow Dr. Patrice Charles King. Please, please, please follow her. And then tomorrow you'll get that notification when she goes live. And then you talk up the things. You understand? Because, we have just scratched the surface on this. I remember last week, Dr. King said, you researched, I think it was over 114 symptoms of menopause. And that is, so gone are the days when, people just brush this aside as woman problems. So no, it's not only the fact that it is something that is really a thing. No, we have the language to know that, hey, listen, our men are going through something too. So give us some last words, ma'am.
I just to let everyone understand that andropause, menopause, but andropause is just a natural process. And if you're in a relationship, or even if you're not in a relationship, just engage in your experiences and your feelings, and beginning to understand or foster an understanding will reduce that feeling of isolation, and it will literally promote just an easier way of navigating through this life transition is what I call it. Well, other people call it growing old gracefully, but to me, it's if you are privileged, Karen, as a man, to reach this stage of your life, and it's a privilege because many men die young. And so if you're privileged to reach this stage of life, then it's one that you should just be mindful about and enjoy it as you get older. is what I say
Yes.
to women also. Grow old
Yes.
gracefully.
Grow old gracefully. And
Because
if you are
aging with grace is probably a better way of saying just aging with grace.
well, whether we're aging, whether we're growing older, is the same thing. We must go. If we're not dead, we have to go through it.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Put
have
on
to
some
be a
lipstick.
burden. It doesn't have to be a
Doesn't.
burden. So it's no longer taboo, but it's still a burden, and it does not have to be a burden because you don't have to hide in it. You can learn in it and speak out about it and manage it. You can manage it so that your way of living and living in it is so much better.
And if I would suggest too that if we can rise up that tribe, those people who support us, remember, we come from a nation of people or a race of people who we've always had a tribe who supported us. We've always had extended family. We always had friends. We always have people like if something is happening, everybody know and everybody supports. Let us get back to that type of environment where it's just safe. Because if we have people who support us as we go through this, it just makes it a lot easier, don't it?
Well, men are not going to speak about it because men oftentimes are shamed in at their weakest moment. And because of that, they tend not to speak about it. So if you want men to talk more about it, then uplift them instead of shaming them when they're weak or when they're having a bad moment.
I love that, and I'm going to end there. Dr. Patrice Charles King, thank you so very much for agreeing to come back on this Saturday to just draw back the curtain and demystify this andropause thing. Thank you so very much.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. All right, so guys, guess what? No, fabulous, guys. Yes, your Saturday, I know, got a whole lot better, especially with Dr. Patrice Charles King with us here today, where we talked about, yes, the andropause, because we talked about menopause last week. But, it was a little known fact that, hey, listen, our men can go through some stuff too. And them now, I tell you, you understand? So, if I would just offer to you this week, be intentional about loving on ourselves and just be intentional about, the attention that we give to the people that we have in our lives. And you don't have to wait until Valentine's Day to do it. So our producer, Jareen Campbell, who put all of this together, thank you so very much. Our videographer and editor, Nigel Austin. Yes, you see all of that niceness in the Valentine room, in the lab and all these things? That's Nigel. Our in-studio engineers, David and Kevin, thank you for keeping us rolling, keeping us on track. And of course, making us have the show that we can impart. Our driver, Kimali Rowe. He's the one that just drives us everywhere now and get us there in style and on time. If anybody knows Kimali, you know what you know. Okay, so that really and truly wraps up another inspiring episode of our Decor Radio Show. SH Paul Peart, David Nebar, Andrea Henry, Marigold, Charmaine, oh my goodness gracious me, and for everybody else who I have not mentioned right now because these people are like at the bottom of the screen. I'd have to scroll up. Thank you so very much for joining, as usual, as we're in our Lifestyle University here. And of course, everybody listening to us on Nationwide 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9. I'm going to see you again next week. Yes, next week, Saturday, same time, same place. And remember now, your home is a reflection of your personality and your style. So embrace your creativity and make it truly yours. Join us again next time as we continue to explore the captivating realm of decor and lifestyle. And of course, we're going to keep bringing you expert tips and expert trends and inspiration. So until then, love on each other, man. Love on each other. And happy decorating. Enjoy your week, and I'll see you next week, Saturday at 1 o'clock. Bye.
dirt if you don't check birth.